Okay, hello traders, welcome again to another video. It's been long, I know it's been long time, and I've been busy. I've not really had enough time, to make videos or do market analysis as per I used to. I think it's been maybe, let's say, a couple of weeks. I think so, maybe. So I want to talk about gold. That is XAUUSD. I know last week has been really choppy. People have lost money, and I've lost trade. I've lost some trades too, and there's a week that I really never traded because of the market situations. And by starting point, this price action continuation, I think this is gonna be episode. Is it 11 or 12? And as you guys can see, I'm doing a marking on the charts. This marking, I'm marking a PD array known as a fair value gap on the daily time frame. And this is how I usually begin my technical analysis or how to trade price. I usually mark the speed arrays on higher time frames, and I lock them so that I don't, end up messing them and so on. And this is gold, right? Okay. I think last time I traded gold, or last time we were having a conversation about gold, I think we were around somewhere here. I think we were on all time highs. Maybe it's been long, to be honest. It's been long, probably maybe even almost a month right now. So, guys, I want us to take a look what has been really going on here with gold. I've marked this speed erase. This is supposed to be a bullish one, so I'm gonna change its color to green one. I know people lost money on gold, and I'm gonna explain why this happened and how you can avoid losing money in such situations. There are some days where I did not even like. I would just open the chest and see what's happening, and I was never interested. For example, you can see this scenario here. This was very dangerous, and it was the same thing here. You see this one. So we're gonna be discussing that in a few. So first thing first, I've marked the PD race. We've marked the bullish fair value gaps and the bearish fair value gaps, and apparently gold had hit all-time highs, meaning that the price was the highest it has ever been. All-time highs right there. And after hitting all-time highs, we started, um, you know, going lower. So when you're going lower, the first question is, and I want us to take a look at what really happened here. So we had this candle closing bullish. This was a Thursday. This was Thursday of 16th of October, 2025. Then it closed bullish above the previous candle, that is of Wednesday 15th. Then the candle that followed on Friday, which closes this week, gave us the reversal that was supposed to be happening on Thursday, which did not happen on Thursday. So Friday had to engage what did not happen on Thursday to finish the business as we close the week. Now, when coming into the new week, we were supposed to be having this idea first. We did not have a daily bias. It was undecided because we never closed above or below the previous day high or low. So meaning that this was undecided market. So meaning that Monday was supposed to be ranging. That is what exactly happened here. You see, we just range in between the previous week or previous day high and low. Hope you guys are with me. We closed in between that range. Okay, we never closed below it or above it. Then comes in Tuesday. Now, once you've closed back in, this shows signs of market reversal, meaning that this market is weak going higher. Because if you were interested in going higher, we would have just closed above this high right here, and it would have gone higher and higher and higher. But you see, we've been going high, it's been bullish, but unfortunately, price is reclining. Price is failing to close its body above these previous day highs. For example, the Thursday, the Friday. So when coming into Monday, we expect that price to close back in. Then now, this gives us confirmation once this Monday candle closes back in that Tuesday we are going to have a drop. And that's what exactly happened here, Tuesday of 21st, because we failed to displace above the highs of the previous day's highs, which in this case is this Friday's. We never displaced above it in this bullish market. So Thursday does what? Because price had already warned us here. So if you go into lower time frames, which I'm not really gonna go into, maybe hourly, you would be able to see maybe change in structure or like things happening that would automatically signal you that something is going on and we are likely to be driving into sales. Okay. So this is a hourly time frame. I really don't want to focus on lower time frames right now because I don't want this video to be long. Because if I focus on lower time frame, it's gonna take me so much time, and I just want to show you guys what's going on here and why gold did what it did and how you can be able to read price like me and be able to be aware of the market situations and so on. So of course we dropped on Tuesday and people were like, why is gold dropping? They did not see the signs here. That's why they were shocked. These were signs. Okay. And now since we're dropping and Tuesday has given us that confirmation that we are going lower. So the first question comes in is that if we are going lower, where exactly are we likely to go to? So we had a PDRA right here. This one, I'm gonna mark it like this because I don't want it to mess up with the other one. Okay, we had a PDRA right here. This was a bullish fair value gap. So this was the first one. So in case price balance this one and we displace below it, meaning that we disrespect it, then we were supposed to be expecting for us to go lower. And going lower, the next PDRA was this one here. So what happened is that Wednesday creates a gap, a bearish one. Then after creating that gap, we were expecting price to come in here and give us an entry from this bearish daily fair value gap of sells, targeting what? This one here. But unfortunately, the same Wednesday had already taken liquidity in that bullish fair value gap. So meaning that it was a very dangerous day, or it was a very dangerous scenario to engage these markets. Because first of all, Wednesday is creating this bearish fair value gap, but at the same time, it is also balancing a bullish one. So once we balance this bullish one, we're supposed to be buying from here. When you're buying from here, we're supposed to be targeting this next PDRA. But unfortunately, we seem to be having a change or a shift in market structure. So we have to be very careful in this case or scenario. And you see, this was a no trading zone. This was like crazy. This was not supposed to be that trade. And you see, even the people who longed it from here and targeting up here, or maybe this consequent encroachment, would never, really never heard it. Okay. So it was a very dangerous day. You see this one here. I think this is the week that I really never traded, if I'm not wrong. I was just checking the charts and I was like seeing what's happening, and I'm like, no, no way. So that went on for that week. It was just like the same week, just price right there, and I was really expecting price to push higher. Okay, coming into this new week. Now coming into this new week, we were surprised because price did the opposite. It dropped instead of going higher to rebalance this gap here for us to continue higher. It dropped. So when dropping, the next question comes in. If we are dropping, this is our next drawn liquidity. This is the next PDRA that price is likely to attack. And if this one is balanced, we're on to the next one. There's another one here. There's another one here. A very small one, tiny one, but we're gonna market this one here. After this, we're gonna have this one here. So we have these PDRAs lying here. We have liquidity lying down here. Meaning that if price want to go lower, we're gonna be targeting these PDRAs. If you are selling gold, okay. And remember, this is also happening because we're in geopolitical factors. And remember that U.S. government is also in not really, they have shut down, and you see that is affecting a lot of market, movements and so on. So because these markets depend so much on the US and whatever US is doing, especially the US dollar and the economic activities within the United States of America, really um, determines what's really going to happen in these markets. So that being said, you realize that we also dropped here massively and aggressively on Monday. This was a shock to a lot of people, and after this dropping, this was unexpected. So once this one dropped, in case you lost money here, you had put your stop loss here targeting this high, but now you have lost it. Now this would now mean a change of set, like we're now supposed to be looking for sales instead, because we have invalidated these bullish daily fair value gaps. So our next target would have been here. So meaning that if you're here, the next thing you're supposed to be looking for was sales. Now if you're looking for sales, you'd come in the next day. For example, this is now Tuesday. Now Tuesday drops taps that bullish daily fair value gap, just the same way the previous week Wednesday dropped, tapped that bullish daily fair value gap, and then price started reversing, going upwards. Then it doesn't really go upwards as expected. It just range in between. The same thing that happened here. I want you guys to know that how this algorithm is kind of using the same module of whatever I did up here is what it's doing down here. It comes down, tap the daily bullish fair value gap, then it start reversing, going higher. Then instead of reaching higher, for example, this liquidity above here, it just consolidates. The same thing it did over here. And this was kind of a red flag. So what really made trading this week, specifically this week that we have concluded, quite tough or hard is because now this was our Monday. Our Monday opens here. We just balanced a bearish PD area above, and we had also balanced a bullish PD area below. And you see, this creates confusion because now we're not sure. We don't know where we're going to. Like literally, we are in between. Maybe I can call it a no man's land because we don't know whether this market wants to go higher or lower. And the reason why I'm saying is this because take a look at how this market's respected this PD array. The consequent encroachment of this gap was not invalidated. The consequent encroachment of this gap as well was not invalidated. So it makes it so hard to make a decision based in these criteria. And as you can see, the whole week we just ended up consolidating up and down until we closed here. So now we're moving into a new week, and the traders are now asking, where are we likely to go in gold? Now, the answer is we have to be patient. We have to see. I don't really expect us to displace above this bearish gap or above the consequent encroachment. I would like us to continue lower. That's what I'm seeing here. I would like us to continue lower. And I'm not really sure how the market is going to happen, the volatility and everything. But from the look of it, we seem to be respecting this bearish PD array just quite well. And unfortunately, we are also respecting this bullish one. This bearish one, we're respecting it. And also the bullish one, we're respecting it. But I would like us to go a little bit lower because you see, we just hit all-time highs. And if you move into lower time frames, you can be able to notice or to note, the change in market structures. Like this price is interested in going lower. Take a look at that. Take a look at that. You see, we are creating those lower lows, lower lows. Yes. Over is just that consolidation that like the whole week we've been just in the same range. You see that? So this was quite hard to tackle this market. It was very, very hard, to be honest with you. It was not easy. Okay. Because when you cannot read it, just stay away from it. That's one thing with trading. So that being said, I'm expecting us to likely continue lower. I would like us to drop towards this speed array below here. Okay. And that being said, that is my insight or technical analysis or how to read the price using XAUUSD, aka gold. So that being said, I'm off to the next one. I'll see if I can do something on Nasdaq and hope to see you guys as often as possible. Cheers.